Hi, I'm here to give you a brief introduction about bioinformatics and its role in the day-to-day research. How did the term bioinformatics came into existence, or what made the biologists to introduce the field of bioinformatics into science? Actually, the term bioinformatics first came into existence in 1990s because of Human Genome Project. The genome sequencing data generated huge or the genome sequencing projects generated huge data, so storing and analyzing these data became a difficult task for the biologist. So this is the time when, or this that is the era when the biologists decided that they need the help of to overcome this problem, they need the help of computer science. So in order to analyze, store and interpret these data, they took the help of computer science. So that is the era when bioinformatics came into existence. In simple terms, how can we define bioinformatics? Bioinformatics can be defined in simple terms is the science of managing and analyzing biological data using advanced computing techniques. Or else it can be defined in a more simpler way, like it's the interdisciplinary science, or it is the interface between the biological and computational sciences. See, as science can be divided into three parts, like biology, physics, chemistry, same way, bioinformatics can also be divided into different sections or divisions. So what are they, or what are the divisions? So first is the genomics, second is the proteomics. That is, genomics is the study of genes and the functioning of the genes, all includes in that section. Other than that, proteomics is regarding the protein sequences, the protein structure, the structural modeling, everything comes under proteomics. Then computational biology, it is like the analysis and interpretation of all this comes in computational biology. Cheminformatics, it includes the drug designing, the structure of the drug, the active sites of the drug, everything comes in. And lastly, the systems biology. So what do you think is done in bioinformatics, or how the processes in bioinformatics takes place? See, it can be like we can conclude all those into three parts. That is, first, various nucleotide or amino acid sequence data are analyzed and interpreted. So then new algorithms and statistics are developed to access these biological information. Then development and implementation or of new tools that enables access and management of various data. So all these processes, it's see, as a whole we can say all these processes constitute the bioinformatics. What are done in bioinformatics? There are many applications that bioinformatics have, or the applications of bioinformatics is vast now. There are vast areas like in bioinformatics, but still we can stick on to some major fields that bioinformatics contributes more. In that, one we can say is gene therapy. Like the gene therapy is the approach which is used to treat, cure or prevent, or we can say that we can prevent diseases by changing the expression of a person's genes. So in that case, like you can bioinformatics tools are developed to change the expressions of certain genes or certain sites in the genes, which once changed can cure a disease, or for such purposes, so bioinformatics tools are used. So gene therapy is one major field that bioinformatics plays a role. Next is biotechnology, that is a common field now. Then another is antibiotic resistance. Third is evolutionary studies, is means that it's a sequencing of the genome in like all the three domains, like eukaryotes, bacteria and archaea. In the evolutionary studies can be performed in to determine the what you call the tree of life, or the common ancestor of all the three domains. You can find out the evolutionary history of each organisms through the evolutionary studies. So it also plays a major role in bioinformatics. Apart from all these fields, another one major field which is benefited from bioinformatics is agriculture. So agriculture, bioinformatics tools can be used to search the genes within the what you call the genome of the plants, so that inside the genome of the plants you can find the genomes which can elucidate their function. So in turn, like when you find out those genes which can elucidate their function, the crop production will be more. So in that enhances the production of the plant. So in then we can say that agriculture has an also is a part, or bioinformatics contributes major part in agriculture also. There are three components that forms the base of bioinformatics. What are those three bases, or what are the base components which constitutes, or without which bioinformatics cannot exist? So from the base, so once you need to know, or you need to know the first step of the bioinformatics, these are the three steps you need to remember to know about bioinformatics, or before you start the bioinformatics. Okay, the first one is biological databases. So it includes the nucleic acid databases, protein databases, and second is different analytical techniques like sequence alignment or structure prediction. Sequence alignment itself, it's divided into two, like multiple sequence alignment, pairwise alignment. If it only one sequence is used to compare different sequences, you can say that it's pairwise alignment. If more than one sequence is used to compare, then you can say it's a multiple sequence alignment. There are many softwares present online. It's free softwares are present for this sequence analysis. See, most of the softwares which are available in bioinformatics are free softwares. Only some of them is like for the prediction of proteins or some structure modeling, we have to purchase commercial softwares. Other than that, most of them are free software. So you can go to the sites and you can download that. And if you have most of them works in DOS or MS DOS or Windows operation system, so it's easy for us to work. It's easy. So those are the sequence alignment tools. And third one is bio software tools like BLAST, FASTA. BLAST is a tool like basic local alignment search tool. So it is actually an algorithm. It's for comparing the primary biological sequences. It is mainly used for comparing the primary biological sequences. Second one is FASTA, which I have mentioned. That is FASTA. It's actually a text-based format. It's for representing the nucleotide sequences or peptide sequences. We use FASTA formats. So they are it's whether it's a nucleotide sequence or a peptide sequence, it is represented by a single letter. It usually we use these FASTA formats to when you have to upload in BLAST, the software, you use FASTA formats. That is, whether it is nucleotide sequence also, peptide sequence also, you have to upload those sequences in FASTA format. Then only the BLAST software will accept the input. So whatever input you give, it should be in the FASTA format. So that is a single letter code. Whether it is nucleotide sequences or peptide sequences, it accepts only in the single letter code. Another important field, or another basis which you can say that constitutes the bioinformatics, is the organizations that are used in, or that are major organizations which are being mentioned in the bioinformatics. So as I said before, like the three basic components of bioinformatics is important, as well as same like that bioinformatic organizations also plays a major role, because without these organizations you will be unable to get information or required sequences from outside. This is the only source of these organizations are the only source from where you will get the required information, like sequences, like which organism you are referring to, or what are the functional sites of the organisms. All this information, all the resources, so you will get from this. And the softwares, each organizations have separate or distinct softwares which is assigned to do some specific functions. So these 5 organizations plays a major role in bioinformatics. So first one is NCBI, that is National Center for Biotechnology Information. It creates public databases, it conducts research in computational biology, and it performs softwares. It develops software tools. All this is done by National Center for Biotechnology Information. What is the second one? That is EBI, European Bioinformatics Institute. It is actually a part of the EMBL, that is European Molecular Biology Laboratory. It manages databases of biological data. It includes nucleic acids, protein sequences, and macromolecular structures. So EBI. The third one is SIB, that is Swiss Institute of Bioinformatics. As the name says, is a non-profit. It's a non-profit organization or a non-profit foundation within which federates the bioinformatics activities in Switzerland. So that's why it got its name as SIB, that is Swiss Institute of Bioinformatics. The main mission of SIB is to provide core bioinformatic resources to the life science research community in Switzerland. That's why it's exclusively used in Switzerland. So that's why it's got its name as Swiss Institute of Bioinformatics. The fourth one is DDBJ, that is DNA Database of Japan. It's a database that collects the nucleic or the DNA sequences, and it is located in the National Institute of Genetics in Japan. It actually it exchanges its data or its nucleic, that is it is actually the collection of the data is used as DNA sequences. It exchanges its data with EMBL and GenBank on a daily basis. Usually on daily it exchanges its data. So and also one peculiar feature of this database is that it helps the researchers to submit their research works into this database. So this is the only database that allows the outsiders or the researchers to submit their research works to their site. So this, even if it is this managed or it is present in it is located in Japan, it takes or it inputs or it takes the data from not only from Japan but all over the world. It helps the researchers to submit the data to their data bank. So that's one peculiar feature of DDBJ. The last one is RCSB. RCSB is a research collaboratory for structural bioinformatics. It's also it's an organization. It's dedicated to improve the understanding of the functional bioinformatics or the functional biological processes through the 3D structure study of biological macromolecules. That is, through the structural study, and also it helps to visualize the protein structures. It also have many softwares that can help to model the proteins. It can modify the structure of the proteins. There are many softwares. So but all these softwares, as I said before, is free of cost. That is, it's freely available inside the site. But once you go to the site, you have lots of softwares that will help you to model the proteins, to find the active sites of the proteins, maybe specific protein sites or complex structures, to build up complex structures, to study the biological processes of a protein. For all these purposes, you can use these organizations. For you will get these all informations from these all these 5 organizations is very important in bioinformatics, because without these bioinformatics you cannot start the first step or the basic step without this organization. These organizations are concerned as the basic or the stepping stone into the bioinformatics field. So whoever first need to give an introduction or a brief outline, they have to go through all the 5 organizations and find out, like, each organization is specified for each functions. So because of that, each organization will have a specific software for some specific functions. So for all these organizations, but the information which is uploaded in these organizations might be the same, because all of them share the same. So either it is nucleic acid database, or it's a protein database, or some of them it's used for protein structure modeling. Apart from that, the basic information which they share is the same. So bioinformatics, as I mean to say, bioinformatics is a field which will help you to solve your biological processes, your doubts about biological processes, or why a disease occurs, to what reason a disease occurs, what causes a protein to change in a biological pathway. All this information you will get from bioinformatics. So this is a short presentation done by me. Hope you have cleared all your whatever information you have got from this is apt for your introduction to bioinformatics. So